If you have buildup in your locks, I'm going to show you exactly how to remove it using something you probably already have in your house. Let's begin. So the first thing you should know is that there are many sources of buildup. Buildup can come from hair products such as gels and waxes. If you use too much or you don't wash it out when you wash your hair. It can come from shampoos and conditioners. Once again, if you don't thoroughly rinse your hair out, it builds up over time. Buildup can come from dirt mixed with oil, the oil that you actually apply to your scalp and hair. And buildup can actually result from the natural oil that is secreted by your sebaceous glands. So now that you know a few of the sources of buildup, let's get to cleaning it. Luckily, you're only gonna need two things: water and dish soap. Now you could use a clarifying shampoo, but for this sort of thing, I actually like to use dish soap. And I like the Palmolive Oxy Power Degreaser for this because I know it has one mission, and that's to clean your locks. All right, so there are 5 steps to this process. The first step is to wet the problematic area where the buildup is. All right, so for me, this is the problematic area. That white right there, that is where the buildup is that I'm trying to get rid of. So I'm gonna take my spray bottle and just spray the area. Make sure you use a stream so that it goes directly to the problem area. And now I'm just gonna rub that in there to get it nice and wet. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Okay, now that my lock is saturated with water, I'm going to add 1 little bitty drop of the dish soap to that area. And I'm gonna just rub it in. Be sure to get that dish soap into the lock, all the way to the core where the buildup is. If you don't get it all the way to the core, then you won't be able to successfully, thoroughly clean your lock. All right. Now that it's in there, I'm gonna add a little bit more water. And rub more. And I'm seeing suds, so that's a good thing. That means that it has cut through the grease and it's actually setting up. So that's an indication that it's definitely getting clean. Now, once I've massaged the dish soap thoroughly through the lock, all the way down to the center, I'm going to rinse the lock thoroughly. All right, so as you can clearly see, I have thoroughly rinsed this dish soap out of my lock, and it is very clean now. Now you might be thinking, wow, it's no longer retwisted. Well, that part of the hair had not locked up, so of course when I added water and I started washing with dish soap, it unraveled, but that's not a big deal. I can always retwist it if I wanted to. The actual point is that the lock is now free of buildup. Let me know if any of you have used dish soap on your locks before to remove buildup. As I said, you can use a clarifying shampoo, but for this sort of spot treatment, I prefer to use a dish soap. If for some reason, after you rinse the dish soap out of your lock, you still notice that there is residual buildup in there, then just repeat the process. Add more dish soap and get to massaging / rubbing it in, and then rinse thoroughly. It shouldn't take too many times. Now that we've gotten the lock completely clean, we want to make sure that it thoroughly dries so you don't develop mold and mildew. I actually just recently made a video about how to remove mold and mildew from your locks, so check that out if you haven't seen it yet. So as you probably have guessed, this approach is good if you just have buildup maybe on a few locks, and for the most part, the majority of your locks are very healthy and clean. But stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to find out what to do if the majority of your locks have buildup. If you have any questions about how to remove buildup from your locks, please leave them down below and I will definitely help if I can. And make sure to hit the subscribe button somewhere on this page so that you can see more videos like this in the future. Also, if you are interested in learning how to remove more widespread buildup, that is buildup that is pretty much over the majority of your locks, then check out the link below in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.